TJ, the defense has a lot of points the second half so far this season, but are there still some things that you look at that you feel like you guys need to do better?
Yeah, I mean, looking back at all the tapes, there's just, simple things that we miss, I think, each game, and whether it's communication or just, misassignments, things that, you don't want to happen, but they happen, and I think we just do a good job of, cleaning it up in halftime, and everyone's settling down, and then we move forward from there.
What's impressed you the most about Jonathan Taylor his first few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, he's a beast, I remember just in summer him just breaking tackles and, breaking long runs, and I was like, okay, well, maybe someone like messed up a gap or something like that, but he's doing it on everyone, so he must be for real. But it's awesome just seeing him out there having fun and, being led by those older guys, those big old linemen who, he respects a lot, which I like about him. He's a good kid. I'm happy that he's having success.
I'm assuming you guys still do the third down stuff in practice, like that you do in camp, that when we get to see third down situational.
Yep, situational.
How often do you go against your number one offense in practice? At all during the week?
Yeah, I mean, the first Tuesday, Wednesday, we definitely go a little bit.
Who wins the third down battles? Because you guys are converting like 57%, which is number 2 in the country.
I mean, just being me, I like to say us, but no, it depends on the day. I think we get them most of the time, though. I have to say that.
If you're in the field defensively and you're facing a team that is consistently moving the chains on third downs, how much does that wear on you mentally?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's tough when teams are converting and things like that, especially if you're playing a pace team and things like that, because you got a whole set of downs where it's going to be pace and high tempo stuff. But it's all about on us. It's all about first and second down. Winning those 2 downs to make third down easier and have it more go our way is something that we really look forward to do.
What about when your offense is converting and you guys get a little more rest on the bench?
Yeah, no, that's always nice. I mean, we can take that all day. I think last week I feel like they were on the field forever, and they were just moving the ball, and that's always a fun day to see them having fun and then also giving us a break too. So,
TJ, what have you seen from the Northwestern's offense going into this week?
Yeah, playing them for 2 years now. Kind of the same scheme with different tweaks, but just guys who I think play well together. And they have a great back, and we've seen him for 2 years, and he's a really good player. Can do some dangerous things. The quarterback he's good, I think, in the run and pass game. So it's going to be a really good test for us. I'm excited for the prep.
Do you think Jackson flies a little bit under the radar?
I think so. I think because all the talk about like Saquon Barkley and guys like that, but I think he's one of the best backs in the country. But no, I'm excited. For the challenge. I think our defense is ready, and we're gonna look forward to prepping hard this week to get after him.
TJ, Northwestern struggled a bit the first couple of weeks. I think most people are probably not going to give them much chance in this game. But based on the history you have with this team in the last few years, how big of a challenge are you guys expecting on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of the same with every team in the Big Ten. I think people are always trying to write the story for everyone, or they're not their best this year, but we know we're going to get everyone's best game, and we're going to give them our best game. So, especially in the Big Ten, anything can happen. Any of these teams can come out at any given week and beat someone. So, we can't take anyone lightly. They're not a team to be taken lightly. So,
TJ, can you talk about Chris Orr? I know he brings energy, but he's also production right now defensively for you guys.
Yeah, no, he definitely brings energy, and I think he's just he's doing his job. One of the big things in our defense, everyone, as long as everyone's doing their responsibility and doing their job, guys are going to make plays and good things are going to happen. Chris is a guy who, he works hard, he studies hard, and he's making a lot of plays for us. It's fun to see him out there flying around and just everything he went through. So to see him with a big smile on his face, it lifts us up too.
Did you take any time to watch some Big Ten games this week?
Yeah, I watched the night game, Penn State, Iowa.
What jumped out about you? I mean, you won't play Penn State unless it's in the championship game again. But what jumped up on Iowa in the way they played that?
Yeah, I think they're just always so tough, man. I think they battled all game. They're just resilient, and especially at Iowa, it was a cool environment just to see from TV. So, no, I think it was a good game. It was tough, to see them lose and see Penn State win, just because I don't really care for either one of them, but it was a decent game.
So you're hoping for a tie?
Yeah, basically. Both teams lose.
TJ, is preparation any different once you get into conference play and you're facing teams that you're a lot more familiar with?
Yeah, I think it's nice to be able to go back and look at the past couple years' film, especially if teams kind of do the same type of scheme. It's nice to look back and really get a firsthand, glimpse on what the game's going to be like and things like that. So I think the prep's, still the same. You have to bring the same mentality, if not a little bit more physicality to practice, just because, teams are going to, it's Big Ten football. Guys are going to be physical, and we have to match it.
I know Jamerson plays a different position, but when he came into the year, there were questions about how he'd fit in at safety. And I'm just curious, when you guys have broken down the tape, what you see from him in these first few games, and when you talk to him too, what do you think his comfort level is right now?
I just think, just like you said, I think he's getting more experience at the position, so he's getting more comfortable. I think he's light years different from the first game to, where we're at now, and even from camp to, where we're at now. I think, he's more of a quiet guy, and he just comes out of his shell more now on the field. You hear him all the time, something that we need from that position. He's done a really good job of getting out of his comfort zone.
There were also a couple of plays against BYU where he came up and run support. I think one was a third down play where the quarterback broke.
Yep.
How much does that help you guys if you got a safety, whether it's Dixon or him, who would come up there and fill?
I think it's it's just kind of a nice safety blanket to have. I think Dakota is definitely a physical guy, and Trell is one of the strongest guys on the team, and to see him showing that strength in the field and that physicality, it's ensuring to have. It's nice to have.
What about Dante Carrier-Williams? He had a really big game against BYU. I know the coaches probably would have played him last year if they didn't want to redshirt him, but what stood out to you about him?
Yeah. I think it's just a guy playing with more confidence. I think, he came in and he's very strong. I remember last year he was very, very strong on the field, plays with a lot of passion and things like that. I think it was just, him getting into the speed of the game and things like that. And now he's starting to get a lot more reps, and, he's making some really good plays for us. I think a guy who is going to get better each week, and he has a great, great mentor with those guys in the back end with DT and Nick City and all those guys. So I'm excited to see how good he can be.
With Chikwe out, how important has it been for Isaiah Laudermilk to step up and
Yeah.
take more reps? So what have you seen from him?
Yeah, I mean, he's a freak. He's huge, man. He's a guy who is great to have on your team. I think he can do a lot, for us, and he's so young. He's only going to get so much better from here, and I think he's just taking advantage of his reps. Each week he's getting more and more, and he's taking advantage of those.